Hello guys, have you been looking for ways you can identify a Montessori school and a traditional school? Yes, you are right in the right place. Yes. Okay, so today let's explore 10 major differences, as in 10. This and this together gives 10 between a Montessori school and a traditional school. And by a traditional school, I mean any school that doesn't apply the Montessori approach to education for the early years. Are we ready? Okay, so one is that a Montessori school applies the principle of vertical grouping. That simply means that you can have three ages in one class. You can have 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and 5-year-olds in a class. While in a traditional school, most times children are grouped according to their ages, which is good. Now, secondly, we move to the materials. Now, Montessori is all about materials because the materials itself are the point of contact in which the child discovers learning. So the Montessori materials are self-correcting. The child realizes the error from the material. So the material is constructed in a way that the child will know that, oh, I didn't slot the right shape in this size, so it's not going to enter. While in a traditional school, most times the teacher is the one who enforces the point of emphasis. Oh, the child, you made a mistake here, you need to correct this and that. Now, thirdly is that motivation. In a Montessori environment, the child is motivated by self-motivated, self-directed. The child wants to learn. There's an inner urge in the child that is attracting the child to the material on the shelf to want to have a particular lesson. In a traditional school, the teacher is the one who directs the curriculum and let the child know, okay, this is what the child has to work with today. Fourthly would be that the learning in the Montessori classroom is individualized. What do I mean? Every child learns individually. Yes, they also have group lessons when they are grouped according to their ages, or sometimes everybody all together, which is also good. But most times, learning there is individualized. While in a traditional school, learning is everybody learns together because they're all in the same age and then we face the board and they're learning. Now the fifth one, if I'm correct, yes, is about the learning pace. So the child in the Montessori classroom is allowed to learn at his own pace, at his or her own pace. There is no competition. We believe that the only person you should be in competition with is yourself, to be better than you were yesterday and the other day. So there is no room for competition. So every child is allowed to grow, to learn, to discover at his or her own pace. While in a traditional school, learning is okay. The teacher sets the curriculum, and then the child has to learn it. Now let's look at how a quiet environment is achieved in the classrooms, in both classrooms. Now for the Montessori classroom, quietness is achieved is by choice of the children. They discover that, oh, I'm actually in an environment and I want to do my work, right? So I need to respect myself to stay quiet so I can be focused. That's one. And secondly, quiet is achieved by choice in that they respect their friends and others in the environment, so they are quiet. So you don't have to start shouting, keep quiet. It's not done in the Montessori classroom. For the traditional classroom, the teacher is the enforcer of making sure everywhere is quiet and ensuring them that you need to stay quiet now and we need to learn. The sixth one is that Montessori classes are reality oriented. Everything you see in the classroom is real. Sometimes some classes could actually have a pet, maybe like a bird, a parrot. Sometimes it could be maybe a snail. Things you see are real, and even the materials on the shelf are real. If you're looking at the practical life, for example, they're actually real grains of rice, real beans, real spoons. So the child can connect with it easily because they are real objects you find in everyday life. While in the traditional classroom, there is much role playing and the teacher is role playing, oh, this is how you would do, this is how this is done. They role play. which also helps the child, envision things, and just imagine. It helps the creative part of the child. Now, in a Montessori environment, like I mentioned earlier on, the materials exactly is what makes is one of the very profound beauties of Montessori environment. And so the materials are concrete. The child can feel, touch, and explore it. Using the five senses, the child can really explore the materials. While in the traditional classroom, it's mostly emphasis is mostly on abstract. So you're writing, which is good. It enables the child, to see things and think ahead and imagine, right? So emphasis is on abstract. So I think that's the eighth one.